The New Orleans Hornets select Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis ranked number 44 on Forbes' list of the world's highest paid athletes as of May 2020. At just 27 years old, he has a salary of $20.4 million, with endorsement deals hitting about half of that at $10 million. In 2012, AD signed a 4-year, $23 million contract with the then New Orleans Hornets. When he entered into the league by 2015, he signed a 5-year contract extension worth $127 million. After demanding a trade in 2019, he joined the Lakers, which was obviously a good move for him because, bam, he just won his first NBA championship. Although he's played out the remainder of his contract with the Lakers, it's been reported that the team is confident that he'll move forward with a 5-year contract, which is reported to be worth around $202 million. Conflicting reports, though, say he may opt out of his $28.7 million player option for the 2020-2021 season and resign with the Lakers with a new deal, which he'll have options in terms of length. Let's talk endorsement deals. Where is that $10 million coming from? Prior to his 2017-2018 season with the Pelicans, he signed a multi-year extension with Nike, which gave him a huge boost. He then signed on with Ruffles potato chips in 2019 as an ambassador and creative partner in developing new products. I mean, those chips are classics, but that lime and jalapeno flavor sounds fire. In addition to Nike and Ruffles, there's Foot Locker, Saks, and Redbull. Plus, did I mention the limited edition sneakers, the Ruffles Ridge Tops, who he collaborated with famed sneaker designer Dominic Ciambrone, aka the Shoe Surgeon. At the chip deal, AD said, "From behind the scenes of sneaker creation to the art of potato chip flavors to the design process of chip packaging, it's a real win to have a partner who's so committed to creating unexpected experiences for fans." To date, AD has earned more than $121 million in salary from the NBA, and with this championship under his belt, he's for sure about to earn a whole lot more, and those endorsement deals are already beginning to flood in. His current net worth is estimated to be sitting at a nice round $30 million, reported by Forbes, but double that at $60 million reported by CelebrityNetWorth.com. So either way, he doesn't care much about that. He's all about the legacy he plans to leave behind. He told the Los Angeles Times, "Money comes and goes. Your legacy is forever. I think how you established yourself in the NBA and what you do on and off the court is something that people will remember forever. Obviously, our money is public and people know what we make, but at the end of the day, no one cares about how much money you make." While most NBA players have a slew of luxury vehicles, AD is content with his Mercedes-Benz S550 Coupe and blacked out Porsche Panamera. He said if it wasn't for his friends and family keeping him grounded though, he would probably own about 50 Lamborghini trucks by now. His epic LA mansion that there's a whole video on Famous Entertainment about, so check that out. He recently put it up for sale for $8 million. So if you're interested in maybe purchasing a new home, I'll give you a little bit of a rundown later on. Hey guys, it's your girl Azalea Hard back with another video on Before They Were Famous, but today we're looking at the rich life of Anthony Davis and what he's been spending his money on, or not spending his money on. Be sure to follow our Instagram page at Before They Were Famous and let us know who you want a video on or an updated video on in the comments down below. Feel free to also follow me on Instagram. There's a link down there too. Let's get into the video. Anthony Davis was born Anthony Marshawn Davis Jr. on March 11, 1993 in Chicago, Illinois. He stands at 6 feet 10 inches, and it's definitely no surprise because his parents were mad tall too. His father, Anthony Davis Sr., is 6'3", and his mother, Arainer, is 6'1". He also has a twin sister named Antoinette, she's not that tall, and another older sister named Aisha, who also plays basketball. Taking a look back at his beginnings, he played one season of college basketball for the University of Kentucky and won a series of awards. He led the team to a national championship and was even named Most Outstanding Player of the NCAA tournament, so it's no surprise that he left college for the NBA after that one season. He was selected first overall in the 2012 NBA draft by New Orleans and was also selected that same year to play in the 2012 Olympics, which he earned a gold medal for playing with Team USA. Fast forward, Anthony is now a 7-time NBA All-Star and has been named to 4 All-NBA First Teams and 4 NBA All-Defensive Teams. Anthony Davis won the All-Star MVP in 2017 after recording 52 points in All-Star game. Let's take a look at what he spends his money on. During the NBA Finals, AD paid homage to Kobe Bryant by wearing Kobe sneakers, and some of them he even had customized by the shoe surgeon, including an amazing pair of gold Kobe 5s. Kobe 5s are going for anywhere between $500 and $2,500 on the internet at the moment, and shoe surgeon customizations go from anywhere starting at around $4,000. So if I had to guess, I'd say those gold Kobe 5s run an easy $10K, if not even more than that. As I mentioned earlier, Anthony Davis is all about managing his finances responsibly, so that's why we aren't seeing any extreme purchases from him the way we do with other athletes. The man does not even treat himself to a little bling. He says he owes his current fortune to one simple word. He told Close Up 360, "The biggest thing for me was that I had to learn to say no. The first time I told my mom no, the first time I told her no, I looked her in her face. It was staggering for me, but she got over it after a couple hours. I was like, oh, she's good. Now it's easy. Now she's like, hey son, and I'm like, nope, and I know she'll get over it. The thing is, you have to say no, and it's tough, especially with your family." This works well for him considering his partnership with First Entertainment Credit Union. He said initially he wasn't even going to take it because he didn't think affiliating his brand with theirs would fit until he learned more about them and what they stood for, which was figuring out how to save money, how to budget, and how to spend. So he realized that the partnership was actually a no-brainer for him since he came into the NBA at age 19 and he was thrown millions of dollars in his face. He needed to learn those tips and tricks. But how does he go about choosing which partnerships, endorsements, or deals fit him and his brand? AD is adamant on the fact that he will not do just anything for money. He learned his lesson the hard way. He said about 5 years ago he did a commercial that he regrets where he had to wear a wig, and he caught a lot of heat for it. He promised himself that he would never sell himself out like that again. Moving forward, he asked himself a series of questions like, does this fit with what I'm trying to identify as my brand? And if it does, and he's passionate about it, then it's right. The first thing he did when those millions started rolling in was get a financial advisor. Pretty smart for the then 19-year-old. He also has an amazing support system around him and gives a lot of credit to his parents for providing their opinion on what he should and shouldn't buy. So although he loves cars and has spent the most on cars, his family has reeled him back in and said, nah, pump the brakes. You don't need any more cars. He said if it wasn't for them, he probably would have spent millions of dollars on unnecessary things. So blame them for the lack of expenditures in this video, because this video is about saving money. Speaking of cars, I mentioned earlier that his collection is modest, but what I found for sure is that it features a Mercedes-Benz S550 Coupe and a blacked out Porsche Panamera. A Mercedes-Benz S550 Coupe goes for around $160K, while the basic Porsche Panamera goes for around $100K. Add on the customization, which can be upwards of another easy $50K. Plus, the man really loves Lamborghini trucks, so I wouldn't be surprised if he has a few of those hiding in his garage. If it's not a car though, Anthony isn't really interested in purchasing anything big. He looks at the bigger picture in terms of his life and life after basketball. He understands that he isn't going to be playing the game for a long time and wants to put himself in a position now that when he does retire at age 35, 40, around there, that he can just do nothing for the next 40 to 50 years of life. If he spends all his money now, what is he going to have to live off of for those years? He's definitely a smart man. Let's look at his LA mansion that he put up recently for $8 million. As far as I know, it hasn't been sold just yet, but many are speculating that he's selling it since he's going into free agency and may not re-sign with the Lakers. What do you think is happening here? The mansion features multiple water slides and of course an indoor basketball court. The pool alone costs $1 million. It has 5 massive bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, a guest house, a home theater, a kitchen with not one, but 2 islands, and a spa. The place looks like an epic all-inclusive resort. It has an outdoor kitchen, a sunken trampoline, 5-car garage, and an extensive solar power system on site, which would make sense because we know the man is about saving his money. When it comes to living the rich life, Anthony Davis is showing us all how he keeps his life rich, not just with money though. He's fiscally responsible, has an amazing support system, and a good head on his shoulders, thinking about the future and the bigger picture. I think in a few years we may be seeing his net worth hit LeBron James numbers. Alright guys, that's it for this episode of The Rich Life. Who should we do the next episode on? Comment it down below and I'll see you in the next video.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Now we drop a new video each and every day, so here's a recent drop that you might enjoy. We handpicked that one for you because if you like this video, you'll probably like that. We also got playlists like over here, so click on that if you want to see a whole list of a bunch of videos we've dropped in the past. And if you're new to the Fame Gang, be sure to subscribe and turn on them post notifications, and I'll see you guys in another video.